What's up, guys? Welcome to a new video. I'm Jenna, and today I want to talk about the Xbox Series X. Now, I've had this for about a month now. This is a non-final, but it is a working unit from Microsoft, and I just kind of wanted to talk about my overall first impressions, my experience, and I know a lot of you guys had some questions, so I'm also pulling some questions from you guys. Now, this isn't going to be too in-depth, just talking about kind of all the basic things and the main things that make this new and exciting. So first off, I want to talk about kind of the physical appearance of the Xbox. Personally, I love the top. I love how it has that green accent. It just looks really cool. People are also like, does it have HDMI in? It actually does not have HDMI in like the previous Xbox. It has the power port, HDMI 2.1 support, Ethernet, storage expansion for the Seagate expansion cards, as well as 2 USB ports. So the fact that this is capable of HDMI 2.1 is kind of very new for everyone, and a lot of new monitors as well as TVs don't really support this yet. So the problem, which isn't really a problem, that I was having is I actually have the HP Omen 27i monitor, which supports 2K 165Hz, and I also have an LG NanoCell TV, which is 8K but supports 60Hz. So while I was kind of upscale 8K gaming at 60Hz, I wanted to get the full 120Hz gaming, but I was only experiencing it in 2K. Don't get me wrong, both looked incredible. I just know the commenters are gonna be like, you're not playing to its full capacity. I'm aware. So I am curious to see what happens with the gaming monitors as well as gaming TVs and what is actually gonna be able to support HDMI 2.1. But as of now, I am loving my Omen monitor. I love the contrast, I love the look of it. The games look incredible. It is able to support up to 165 refresh rate, so I think I'm okay. Other questions were, do I have to get the new expansion card or will my old hard drives work with it? Your old hard drives will work with it. If it is USB compatible, you can plug it in and it will still be able to read, recognize it, and you can get your games that way. With that also being said, the Seagate expansion card is very, very cute and sturdy. This is the 1 terabyte. It'll run you around $219.99. It will be available when the console launches November 10th. So now that we do have the Seagate 1 terabyte as an option, I think I'm gonna be going to this. But don't get me wrong, I still have games on my hard drives that I still can use. So I love that Xbox is all about the accessibility. They want this to be available to as many people as possible without having to constantly upgrade. Also, if you do get the expansion card, don't be afraid to really jam it in there, but carefully. Also on the Series X, we obviously have the disk drive. This is the eject. Once again, we have a USB in the front, which I've never looked at until now. And we have the pairing where you can pair the controller to the Xbox. A lot of people wanted to know, does it stand up? Can you lay it down? It can do both. I prefer it like this, and this is, I think, the optimized position, not inside a cabinet, making sure that it has, you know, adequate airflow, it's not being suffocated. With that being said, you can also turn it on its side. It's got a real nice cushiony bottom, which also kind of gives it a nice lift so that the ventilation can also get through. It's not too warm in the, oh, hello! Okay, you probably shouldn't stick your face in there. But this is better than when I licked the Xbox like 8 years ago, but we won't talk about that. Then the next thing that we have new is the controller. On the controller, we now have an option with a share button. If you click it, it makes it much more easier to capture clips, to capture content, and I think having that as an option does make it way easier, and it's also not too invasive on the controller. Doesn't change the look, doesn't get in the way, doesn't really add or take away from it. It's just more convenient. It does kind of have like a new feel to the controller. I use the Elite controller a lot, and this definitely has a more premium feel to it. This doesn't really feel like a controller that would come with your console. It kind of feels like an upgrade. So I do like that. So what I love about Xbox and Microsoft is their accessibility as well as their inclusiveness. This is about gaming, this is about community. They want everyone to experience this. So right now when I'm making this video, the console's not even out yet. This is still a pre-build. This is all still pre-software. So with the backwards compatibility games that are available, these are gonna load faster. You're gonna have the auto HDR, so it's gonna look better. So if someone wants to know, does this do 4K 120? And yes, it does. Now, like I was saying, my monitor does only do 2K, but I did get to experience the pre-build of Dirt 5 at 120. I turned on the frame rate on my monitor so that it would tell me what frame rate it was running. Here I was playing Dirt 5 at 120 2K. Let's see what it looks like. don't want to brag, but I'm really, really good at Dirt 5. So in the month I've had the Xbox Series X, I still have been using my Xbox One X. And going back and forth, you can tell a noticeable difference between just how long it takes to load a game. There's been times I would go upstairs and get a snack and come back. I'm like, you're still not loaded? But then when I play on the Series X, I'm like, wait, I'm not even ready to play because it loads so quickly. Now I posted this on Twitter, but I did a comparison of where I had 3 games loaded. I already loaded them. I went to the same exact spot in each game, and I wanted to showcase the quick resume. So with quick resume, it's able to pick up and jump in between different games, basically where you left off. I had the games at the exact same spot, I hit the button at the same time, and this was the results. Now I know that watching that was kind of long, but the fact that I was able to load into that many games before one game loaded on the older console was pretty crazy. I also wanted to compare loading games from having the Xbox turned off to turning them on and loading into a game. As you can see, from turning on my Xbox to getting into Far Cry ready to play, the Xbox Series X was way faster. I also tried this with loading Tony Hawk, and same thing, Xbox Series X wins again. A lot of people want to know, is it loud? It's running next to me right now, and I actually just had to check to see if it's on. It's on, and I don't even hear it. I know a lot of people were talking about overheating issues. I personally haven't had any, but I'm also, like I said, keeping it very open. So I'm not like shutting it in a cabinet, leaving it on for days. So I personally haven't had any heating issues. How much is it? So this is $499.99. There's gonna be a pre-order link in the description. I have no idea if they're available again. Some people had some luck, some people didn't. So you'll just have to click that and see. So I have to say, gaming on this the past month has been really, really fun. I was sitting upstairs on my 8K TV playing Warzone. It's being patched right now, so it's not actually working because they're patching it. But when I was sitting up there, 8K gaming, next gen 8K gaming, I was screaming at people. They would try to kill me and I would kill them, and I'm like, you think you can take me? I am 8K next gen gaming. I mean, I was 4K 60 hertz gaming, but that's not the point. But I am really enjoying the console, and I'm excited to get my hands on the Xbox Series S as well. That's gonna do it for this. If you guys have any more questions, I'm going to be doing a more in-depth video, so leave your questions below in the comments, tweet me, and I'll be sure to include them in a future video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Let's game. Oh, my monitor's over here. That's not where it goes, but you guys are in the way, so.